Alright, so today I want to talk to you about a guitar mod that for some reason no one else seems to be talking about. If you've got a guitar with Filtertron pickups and you just want a little more bite and attack out of the pickups and a bit more of a single coil sound, this is a mod you need to check out. So the guitar I'm going to be modding in this video is my Shergold Guitars Telstar. So I love Filtertron pickups anyway. I think they're a great type of pickup. To me, they kind of sit somewhere between a P90 and a humbucker. They are humbuckers in the conventional sense that they're dual coil pickups and they're hum cancelling, but they have a little bit more of that P90 kind of snap and warmth. But what I really want is a little bit more snap, because sometimes when I'm on the road, I don't want a pickup that's too warm sounding. I want something a bit more single coil-esque that's going to cut through live. And I came across this really simple mod you can do to any guitar with Filtertrons that basically doesn't cost you anything, and it's reversible. And you need absolutely no luthier-based skills with tools or soldering irons or anything like that to make this mod work. It's super simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to mod these pickups, and they're going to sound a little bit more like single coils. But like I said, the great thing is, if you don't like it, you can reverse it. Now, when it comes to pickup types, the first thing most people do is change the pickups. So a Filtertron guitar like this, because the Filtertrons are mounted to the body, there's not really anything else I could fit in these gaps other than other Filtertrons, unless I could find a humbucker, like a mini humbucker that was that size. Perhaps a Firebird pickup might fit. If I wanted to put anything else in there, obviously I would need to modify the body of the guitar, which isn't ideal. So what can we do? Well, we can do something really, really simple. So a Filtertron pickup, if you look at it up close, has two rows of pole pieces. Now the cool thing with a Filtertron is that every one of those pole pieces is adjustable, visible, and active. So what we can do is we can actually remove some of those pole pieces, and it actually then lowers the inductance of the pickup, turning it into a single coil, but it functions as a humbucker in the sense that it now has a dummy coil. So the job of the pole pieces in a Filtertron is to pick up the string vibration and turn that into the sound that we hear in the guitar amp. If you remove those, the coil is still going to be active, but it's not going to pick anything up. So this is a great mod because we can basically change this into a single coil that is completely hum cancelling. Now, like I said, each one of these pole pieces can be adjusted and removed, so we can do a load of different combinations of shapes and orders as well. So I'm going to show you how we can do this mod. The only thing you need to make this mod work is a flathead screwdriver. So these Filtertrons have flathead screws on each of the pole pieces. You may have one that has crosshairs, but obviously you just use the relevant type of screwdriver. So what I can do is I can take out pole pieces in whatever order I want. So the cool thing is, you could take an entire row out. So let's say I'm going to take this entire row here out and just have this row here as my active row. That means I would basically have a single coil like this with a dummy coil there. I could do the same thing in the neck. I could leave this row active and take this row out, and that would be my dummy coil, or vice versa. So the cool thing with this mod is you can do this to your own taste as well. So like I said, you can either have, a single coil there with a dummy coil, or the other way around, and the same on the neck pickup. You can also set them up like Fender wide range humbuckers. So if I remove these three pole pieces, and these three pole pieces, these three are going to be active, and these three are going to be active. So that means I'll get a little bit more bite on my bass strings and a slightly warmer response on my treble strings. And then my dummy coil is going to be split between here and here. I could do the same thing on the neck pickup, or I could reverse that and I could leave these three active and these three active, which will give me some bite on these ones and a little bit more warmth on these ones. You could do it in a zigzag orientation. You could literally do whatever you want. It's that simple. So I'm just going to start now by just removing some of the pole pieces. So with your flathead screwdriver, you literally just unscrew the pole piece like this, and it will take quite a few turns because obviously it goes right into the pickup, but it will come right out. And the good thing is you can reverse this because we're not actually doing any damage to the pickup by doing this mod. We're literally just removing a screw. Now once you take that out, put it to one side because you don't want to lose these. What I now have is a hole in the pickup. So the way I'm going to mod this is I'm going to remove all of these pole pieces here, and I'm going to remove all of these pole pieces here. So my single coil is going to be the pole pieces closest to the neck and the pole pieces closest to the bridge. I'm kind of going for like a Telecaster style setup. Now, when you're doing this, you may see some little bits of wax coming out because obviously the pickup is wax potted. Don't stick anything in the hole because obviously you don't want to damage the internal coil. You want to be very careful not to pick any of that wax out because obviously you can disrupt the internal workings of the pickup. Now, one thing I read up about when I was reading about this mod is that obviously having the holes there is, it doesn't look great, but also if you're gigging, you don't want to get, sweat or whatever else in those holes. So I found these on Amazon, which are nylon black threads, which are the same diameter as the existing pole pieces. So I'm actually using these, and they literally just drop right in, and they screw into place. These are actually crosshair screws, so I'm using a different screwdriver there, because I couldn't find flathead ones. But that will actually fill the gap now of the hole. So instead of having a hole like I do on the B string, it's actually sealed with this little nylon screw, and it just looks a bit neater, but also it kind of prevents anything from getting in there. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to finish doing this, and then I'm going to show you how this mod sounds. So there's already a video on the channel of me playing this guitar, so you can hear all the existing Filtertron tones. That's going to be in the top corner. You can check out how this thing sounded before. I'm going to show you how it sounds with the mod, and then I've also recorded some before and after clips, which you'll see at the end of this video as well. So I'm going to fast forward now, and the next time you see this, these two coils here will both be set up as dummy coils. We're done. So you can see now that I've removed all the pole pieces from the inside edge of both pickups. So we've just got a single coil here and a single coil here with dummy coils either side. So this will now have a more kind of single coil snappy character. So I'm going to plug it in now so we can hear what it sounds like. Now the cool thing is, you don't have to do both pickups. You can experiment and maybe leave this as like a humbucker and this as a single coil, or the other way around. You could have a neck humbucker with a bridge single coil. There's not really any kind of rule here because it's a reversible mod. You can literally do whatever you want. So here's how this sounds clean. So I'm plugged it into the Blackstar Studio 10 6L6 through the 2 notes torpedo cap to X. I'm just going to play a little bit and move through the 3 pickup positions. So that definitely has a lot more snap. I'm going to turn on an overdrive now, which is a clon style overdrive, and do the same thing again. So that actually sounds a lot more Telecaster-ish now. It's got a bit more of that snap that I really wanted from this guitar. So now I'm going to play you an A-B between the original pickup sounds clean and then this one clean, and then the same pickup combinations with the overdrive on, with the full humbucker mode, and then the modded mode. So here's how it sounds A-B'd against itself. So there you go, there is a really cool Filtertron mod that you need to try if you do have a guitar with Filtertron pickups. It's a great way to unlock some new sounds from a guitar that you already own without needing to spend any money on it. You can literally reverse this. I could sit here now for the next 10 minutes, take these nylon screws out and put the original ones back in and revert this straight back to what it was. So it's really fun. I'm going to continue to experiment with this and try different combinations and kind of find what I think really suits this guitar. At the moment, I'm actually really liking it in dual single coil mode. I may play around with changing which side of the pickup that I've got the dummy coil on just to get some different results. But yeah, that's a great mod, and I think anyone that owns a Filtertron style guitar needs to try this. If you have a Filtertron guitar, then please try this mod because, like I said, it's reversible, it's easy, and all you need is a screwdriver. I will put a link to these nylon screws down below in the description where I found them. I think I got them on Amazon, and I think they were maybe like £3 for like 30 of them. So yeah, they're not an expensive thing. You don't need them. They're just an aesthetically pleasing addition, I think, to a really cool mod. But yeah, if you do try this mod, let me know how you got on with it and what you thought of the new sounds that it unlocked in your guitar. I'd love to hear how you guys enjoyed that one. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of the sounds of the pickups before and after the mod. And while you're down there doing that, don't forget to hit the like and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.